Ritenour families. This school year has been one of tremendous change, and we are so proud of our students, teachers, and families who have all demonstrated their ability to adapt and thrive in this new reality. We appreciate your partnership as we continue to navigate learning through the pandemic. By now, families with students in kindergarten through 8th grade have decided between hybrid learning and Ritenour Virtual Academy. Both of these options require students to learn from home at least part of the time. Our students have been so great about logging in each day, and we encourage students to continue to work both online and offline during the school day. Since last spring, many of you have become familiar with the term asynchronous learning. Asynchronous learning is simply the time your child spends working on assignments independently from home when they are not face-to-face with their teacher. Students are still expected to complete work during the school day when they are not face-to-face with their teacher. Teachers have designed lessons that students are responsible for completing on their own during these independent learning times.
There are many ways to help your student be successful with asynchronous learning. For example, if you have not already created a learning space for your student, we suggest providing them an area free of distractions where they can focus. Consistency is the key to success while learning from home, and the best way to be consistent is to follow a set schedule. Virtual hours for elementary students in Ritenour Virtual Academy are 9 to 11 a.m. and 1 to 3 p.m. daily. Hybrid elementary students follow their normal schedule Monday through Thursday and have virtual hours from 9 to 11 a.m. and 1 to 3 p.m. every Friday. Students are expected to work independently the rest of the time. This independent work time is called asynchronous learning. Students in grades 3 through 5 work independently from 11 a.m. to noon, and students in kindergarten through 2nd grade work independently from noon to 1 p.m. All the students work independently from 3 to 3:35 p.m. This asynchronous learning time gives students the opportunity to complete independent assignments that can take them away from screen time. They may also get individualized help from the teacher during this time. The projects and assignments they work on during asynchronous learning time are not necessarily due at the end of the day. There is no direct instruction during this independent time, but your student's teacher will provide clear expectations for how students are to use their time. They will often provide examples of quality work and may complete some independent questions together before releasing students to independent time. Teachers may use asynchronous learning time to allow students to practice a skill, watch learning videos, or complete solo reading and writing activities. Students might also be expected to respond to a blog, complete a project, or even engage in dialogue with classmates through a teacher-monitored discussion board.
We know that this year has looked very different from previous years, and we are all learning and growing together. Please know that we are here for you. If your child is struggling with asynchronous or independent learning, please do not hesitate to reach out to your child's teacher.
During a scheduled asynchronous time in your student's workday, teachers have set aside assignments that are to be completed during those asynchronous independent learning times. Students will not receive direct instruction from the teacher during this time. However, they will still have assignments that are listed on their Google Classroom or Seesaw, whichever platform teachers are working with. Here, we can see an example of a teacher that has now listed theirs as asynchronous work. If they are under the classwork tab, it is a topic that students can go directly to. If you take a look, this teacher has listed hers by date, and students are able to access each assignment and work on that during that period of asynchronous time. Other teachers have listed this as independent work time. A great example is Ms. Merritt's post for Learning on Your Own. Here she has entitled this one, learning on my own, and if students are to select it, they will see a slideshow that will tell them everything that they would need to do and give them choice options of what they could work on during this period of time. Asynchronous assignments could include working on a project over an extended period of time. It can also be completing a math page or watching a video of a math strategy. It could also be reading a book for a certain amount of time and responding to a few questions. There are different ways that teachers choose to provide assignments as far as asynchronous. They can also offer choice boards where students actually get the choice of what type of thing they want to work on for that day. All of these assignments are done within their asynchronous learning period, where again, they are absent of the teacher. This is self-directed learning. Here's a great example of a choice board that a teacher is providing for students to see the visual cues of what assignments they could choose to do. Those visual cues will then take students to a link so that they can actually complete these assignments. This teacher has also included what is a must-do that must be completed during that time, and then the other options are may-dos, where it is optional for them to do, but this is their choice board and they have to choose something from it. Here's another great example of where teachers have included multiple options for students to work on during that asynchronous time. The learning target is posted for students to know what they would be working on, and they also have an option of watching a video. They have an option of doing a project where they're building. They have an option of going and reading on Epic. All of these things are there and available for students during that asynchronous time so that they have a little bit of time away from a screen as far as direct instruction, but they are doing some independent learning as well.